Hey guys, this is the Great Amalgamation. Once again, Jordan and yours truly, Derrick Draven, here with you, and this time we're going to play Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1.
Alright, yeah. There's actually 2 episodes out so far, but my start button doesn't work. We're going to just show you the first one because it's before the new one. That's our only reasoning. That and a lack of downloading the newer one. Alright, so, looks like, I'm just popping into Bruce's game here. Looks like he's unlocked all the levels at least.
We're just going to cut this part, because I wanted you to start a new game.
Alright, well, fine then. Yeah. New game.
Delete your save one? Do you... That's not what I meant!
Why would you do that? I can beat this whole thing in 15 minutes.
So here we are, Splash Hill Zone Act 1.
Alright. So anyway, haven't played this in a while, but I'm a pro, so...
Yeah, Jordan, like, one of the few things that I learned about Jordan when I first met him was that he loves Sonic.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my time, kill everything. Because that's how... that's how Sonic was meant to be played, is nice and slow and thorough. I don't remember any of the level design. Alright, so anyway, there's one thing I know about Sonic games from my history of playing Sonic games. It's the highest path is usually the best, but they like to dick with you and throw in other ones that are faster, but I don't remember, I didn't have the time to figure that out, so we're gonna try to beat this in like 10 seconds.
Alright. So as a Sonic the Hedgehog connoisseur, how do you feel about everybody hating on Sonic in this generation?
Well, if you play Sonic Generations, you'll actually learn the history of when people started hating Sonic games, because it completely reflects it. You play the first 3 levels, the Genesis-related ones, and you say, amazing. You play the middle ones, you say, Dreamcast era Sonic, amazing. And then you play all Xbox era Sonic, and you're like, eh. Damn it, this has got like... I haven't played this one in a while, but like, it seems like there's a delay on all of my jumping. Whereas in Sonic Generations, which is way better by the way, it's more like the old games where you immediately jump when you hit the jump button. Anyway, I failed the first achievement in this game, which is to beat this level in under a minute. I've been doing absolutely horrible. But, anyway, it's still funner than crap, and I'll probably finish this game even after we stop recording.
And there is level 1.
Oh no!
Done.
Stuffed! No green for you, Sonic.
Splash Hill Zone 2.
So anyway, though, this game was designed to be... How do I even go up here? I feel like I've already failed. This game was designed to be like a sequel to Sonic 4 or Sonic 3 in some way. I don't feel like they did that at all with this game. Derrick's absolutely distracted from the Sonic gameplay. So this was meant to be a direct sequel, but since this has been out, they've come out with a second episode of this, and they came out with Sonic Generations, which I feel like a lot more accurately represents the original gameplay of the Sonic games. So this has become, from what was a pretty fun game when it came out, to now just being eh. Anyway, have you played this one at all, Derrick, or no?
No, this is actually the first time I'm seeing it.
Alright, so yeah, it was definitely, like I said, really fun when it came out. This part's a pain in the ass. I hate when they try to take away from the speed of the game.
Yeah, that's what I always thought that like Sonic was about, because I'm not a huge Sonic fan. I played it on the Sega Genesis. I had one friend that had a Sega Genesis. That's probably why he was my friend.
For the Sega Genesis.
Jake something. Shout out to Jake something.
Jake Genesis.
Yep, Jake Genesis. Anyways, so I played it then, and that's really it. I liked it, but I was a Nintendo guy, and there was no Sonic on Nintendo.
So yeah, like you said, it usually is meant to be a more speed-based game, and typically in the they have the level development where the earlier levels are super fast, and as you go, it gets more difficult. That's not good. Maybe can break out of this death trap here. In this game, it feels more like, because they have the level select options, so I feel like they try to make all the levels interchangeable so you can go back later and try to challenge yourself. So the problem with that is it means even the early levels have slowed down parts like that, and I think that kind of
like those moments right there on the vine that just kind of like took your speed right away.
And what they would do is they would throw them in later in the game because it's supposed to get progressively challenging, back before save was an option. But anyway, still, yeah, a really fun game though. So anyway, things that aren't Sonic related.
Sunset Dash, Act 3.
Have you played, so you haven't played, like when's the last Sonic game you played then, Derrick?
Sonic Heroes.
Sonic Heroes, yeah, that was the last good one, so congratulations on stopping right at the right time. So one thing that I did find out about the Sonic Episode 4 pack because episode 2's out, and in episode 2 you play as Sonic and Tails at the same time. But one thing that's cool is if you have both episodes, it came as like an update a little while afterwards. You actually, because the second one is supposed to take place after Sonic CD, in which you kill Robot Sonic. So there's actually a secret bonus level where you go play all of these levels that I'm doing right now as Metal Sonic, and you catch them for the second game, which I thought was really cool. It just shows just Robotnik after the events of Sonic CD waking Metal Sonic back up, and then you just chase these guys down.
I remember Sonic CD.
Did you play that one?
I did. I also remember Sonic Racing. Not Super Sonic Racing, that like newish one that came out.
Sonic, was it Sonic R or the?
It's a Sonic R, yeah.
Yeah.
It had a great soundtrack. Love the soundtrack.
No, every Sonic game, that's the biggest thing I like about Sonic games. They've always had the best soundtracks. Shout out to Crush 40 for everything they've ever put out. They've done most of the Sonic soundtracks since Sonic Adventure, but you need to know who's in that actually started back in the Genesis era, where they also had amazing music. This game, however, they were super proud of their new music angle. I was not. Like, this and Sonic Colors, I think they were trying to go with a new musical direction. And surprisingly, Jun Snow did all of Sonic Generations, so suck at everybody else. So this is the third level, which usually means boss battle time. So we'll get, another thing, that was another thing I didn't really like about the Sonic Episode 4, is that every level is just a remake of an old Sonic level, and almost every boss is the same. I didn't feel like there was a lot of originality. I'm not going to do an Emerald level, that's going to bore everybody to death. Those are based more off the Sonic 1 levels, which were super hard. Alright, so we'll finish this off with a showdown with Dr. Eggman. A beach, midnight showdown. Or dawn still, I don't know. I assume it was going to get darker after this. And
Splash Hill Zone boss
mode. So, it's gonna be something original I've never fought before in a Sonic game. Oh wait, Sonic 1, Splash Hill boss. Also fought him like 6 other times throughout the series.
So what's the game plan here?
The game plan, it's been a little bit more perfected since, oh no. The game plan is not to lose all your rings before Eggman. Oh shit. Throwing in a secret ability, completely throwing Sonic off his game. Never did that one in Sonic 1. I've proven to be...
You thought you had everything figured out, as it would turn out, no. He's gonna do a somersault.
I've always wondered that about boss battles. Like, there's
only the disco ball of death.
There's only one way I can hit this boss, and it's when he does this one stupid motion. Seems like he would try something else. Eggman, picking up on that. Oh, get your ring, Sonic. I do feel like the Mario Sonic. I do feel like in this game, like there's like the acceleration when I jump or something is just a little off from the rest of the series, and I assumed he was down to 1 hit at this point. He is taking a lot more damage than I expected him to have left.
There we go.
I was just doing what you typically do on the last hit, suicide yourself. Anyway, so Eggman's machine blown up for the 30th time. The integrity of that thing is impressive. It's not gone down yet. I've been chasing him for 4 games now. And saved some bunnies.
And saved all the bunnies.
And the flickies.
And the flickies. The flickies?
They all have names like the flickies and the rickies and the nickies. Like, I don't know all of them, though, but the flickies carried into actual game names.
You just saved Nicki Minaj from...
Minaj.
Dr. Robotnik.
I saved Nicki Minaj. So anyhow, so this was the great amalgamation. Like, subscribe, what other stuff Derrick tells you to do, and
dig it.
Dig it. That's the other thing I forgot. Dig it.